Sadly, we do have to protect the Scourge on something else, and they could double down on us here. No. Good game. Oh! Hello, good game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Centaurs and Hydras. Today, we'll be playing with Semester's End, a brand new 4 mana value instant speed, exiling all of our creatures from play, bringing them back in at the next end step with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. Some amazing synergies incorporated within the deck. Of course, we'll break down the list, talk about the cards, the strategies, the synergies incorporated within, viewing our gameplay footage, discussing playlines and interactions, demonstrating how the deck will perform in the Mythic meta, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review, so you as a viewer can decide whether or not this deck is right for your personal playstyle and your wildcard collection. Thanks again, check out the link tree to help support the channel, leave your thumbs up, and let's get into it. Alright, Semester's End is a 60 card best of 1, 2.6 average mana value deck with 12 non-creatures and 24 creatures. We have a fairly nice split here down the middle, with a slight lean towards our green sources being more important. 24 lands in the deck, so it shouldn't be a problem. It revolves around Semester's End at instant speed for 4 mana. Exile any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers you control. At the beginning of the next end step, return each of them to the battlefield under its owner's control. Each of them enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it if it's a creature, or if it's a planeswalker, it will gain an additional loyalty counter on it. Comboing this with, of course, the Great Henge for 9 mana. This spell will cost X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures that we control. Tap it to add 2 green mana to our pool, also gaining 2 life. The most important part here, and the synergy, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So when we have the Henge in play, and we exile our field through Semester's End, at the end step when they re-enter, they will come out with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, 1 from the end, 1 from the Henge, plus we will draw for each of those creatures that re-entered off of the Henge as well. That is absolutely amazing. But just wait, there's more. We combo things like Conclave Mentor in as well, doubling each of those tokens, right? The Semester's End will double, we get 2 from that, and then the Great Henge will also double, we'll get 2 from that. So on that re-ETB, everything will enter with 4 +1/+1 counters on it if we have 1 Mentor. 2 Mentors, up, 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 up. Just wait, there's more. We can have the Wildwood Scourge in that combo wombo as well. A 0/0 for 1 + X. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, right? So you do want to cast it for 2. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on another non-Hydra creature, put a +1/+1 counter on the Scourge, right? So this is cool because on all of those ETB effects and trigger effects through the +1/+1 counters, on every one of them that's a non-Hydra, which is them all except for the Scourge, it's going to trigger an additional to the Scourge, which again gets doubled from the Conclave Mentors. Woof, absolutely insane. I cannot handle it. We give all of these creatures trample with Gnarlid Professor, a 2/2. You can kick it for an additional 3. If you do kick it, it will enter the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it is going to have trample, right? So that's really nice within the deck. We protect everyone with Snakeskin Veil, right? Instant speed for 1, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until the end of turn. So not only do we have Semester's End for protection from those wipes, and there's a lot of them, whether it be an Ugin minus a Shadow's Verdict, an Extinction Event, Doomscar, Shatter the Sky, Draconic Intervention, Crush the Weak, Pestilent Haze, like the list goes on and on and on. It protects you from all of them, which is great. And then we also have single target removal through Snakeskin Veil, Heartless Act, removing counter so it goes to 0 on the Hydra, eliminates, just dominating our creatures. Bloodchief's Thirst as well, dominating us. Snakeskin's Veil will not only protect us from that, but help power us up as well through the +1/+1 counter, again, which is doubled through the Mentor. We have a couple more creatures like Star Pupil for 1, entering the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Of course, it is a 0/0, which is fine, right? It's nice and cheap. When it dies, you put the counters that were on it onto another creature that we control. That's actually not that bad. Gets in the way early game. Late game, it can trigger the draw on the Henge. It's also something for us to re-ETB, putting counters on non-hydras, etc., getting more draws from it and stuff. Cool stuff. And then last and certainly not least, Luminarch Aspirant, a 1/1 for 2 mana at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Again, getting doubled up through the Conclave Mentor and also getting additional value because you put it on a non-hydra. The hydra gets one as well. So instead of putting 1 counter on 1 creature, you're putting 1 counter on 1 creature and your counter on your hydra. If the mentor's on, you get 2 on each, right? So this is very, very nice synergies within the deck. We have a single copy of Hall of Oracles. We can tap it to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, activating it only if we've cast an instant or sorcery this turn, right? So we have to have done Snakeskin Veil or Semester's End to activate Hall of the Oracles. And we can also pay 1 to tap it to add 1 mana of any color late game if we do need to fix our mana a little bit, right? So I do think the single copy of it is warranted in the deck because you'll have a mana sink. Or not a mana sink, a land sink, I should say, late game, if all you did was Snakeskin Veil, right? So, with that being said, Swarm Shambler, I guess we didn't talk about this. A 0/0 entering the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes a target of a spell an opponent controls, create a green insect 1/1. You can pay 1, tap it to put a counter on it, which is great because it's a non-hydra. It triggers the Wildwood Scourge as well, right? And then whenever they target any of our creatures with counters on it, we get to make insects, and that's just good value as well. They are tokens, so they don't trigger the henge, and we can't exile them because they don't come back. Easy. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll break into the gameplay footage now. Again, make sure to get in on our contests and giveaways. In just a few days, well, a few weeks, I should say, I'll be buying someone's complete rare playset for Dungeons & Dragons Adventure into the Forgotten Realms, I think it's called, right? So get in on that, subscribe to the channel, jump in the Discord, and of course, like all the videos that I'm producing. Sick decks daily! All right, you guys, thank you so much for your support. Again, everything you need is in the link tree. We'll touch base again after the gameplay footage. Going first is always nice. Pupil. Colony. Oh no, mono red. So they might frostbite the colony here. I get it. It's fine. Yeah. It's just certain things we know are going to happen. This could be a really good Snakeskin Veil. They don't remove it. It gains life when it dies too, equal to its power. I believe it's power, yeah. The plot thickens. Manticore does chip damage. All right. If we could just click up this Mentor into infinity, we're going to be safe. And we do have protection. I don't mind blocking this. I honestly do not mind blocking this. It is its exact job. What do we get when I kick it? It enters the battlefield with 2. It's a 4/4. You know, that would actually be pretty big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have to hold on to it until we get our next land, which I think is worthwhile. So they could have something on the stack here to get it. Nice. I'll allow it. For the first time each turn, isn't it? Your first spell. Yeah. Not over and over into infinity, my friend. And now we're going to kick this because we have no protection. They could still have a Frostbite this turn. So I want to push the Aspirant up next turn. Nothing can attack. I'm just going to Mentor block. Oh, never mind. It can attack. Oh no, that much +2. It cannot. Unless that's a Rimrock Knight. No. This is definite win. BEA, beautiful. Really? That's a decent double trade. Right, we gain a bunch of life here too. And we have a Henge. We just need a creature. I mean, you know, the opportunity for us to actually gain that life was very low, so I'm pleased to have taken it. They need to find their cleave. And we just need to top deck a creature and go on a Henge streak. They should play the Rimrock Knight, I think. Oh, a Robber. Oh! That's Scoop Town. Oh my gosh. You could just see my drop, bro. They really recovered quite nicely. Let's hold on, though. I know we can still outvalue them. They're doing well. Yeah. I mean, the trample's nice. This is hitting for 6, so they do need something else. We just get the kill on it. Nice. We get a draw with the Shambler. Very good. I honestly think we toss this because there's no creatures to even protect, right? And we have 4 Henges, so we'll find another one. This is better. And we'll toss, I guess, a white source. Big Boy Rogues, Dimir Control. I guess there's like lots of options that this could be right now in the meta. Should have thrown away a forest, I suppose. It's definitely counter town territory. Go ahead, bruh. Counter the heck out of that. Perfect. Wall Reach Disruption. Maybe they just kill it. The Heartless Act, remove a counter from it. Dead. Oh, man. Main decking Yorion? Definitely control. Or it could just be Flash in general. Right? They could be using Slitherwisp. Should we hedge some bets? Slitherwisp, anyone? We already know it is. Let's be honest. Let's push them both up because the Luminarch Aspirant is a non-Hydra creature, triggering the Scourge. Get him, Maya. She says, Roger that. Don't have to tell me twice. It is! Y'all owe me money! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I play too much Magic, right? I've seen you from a mile away, Mr. Wisp. I'll trade with you. Roger that. I don't really want a Semester's End. It doesn't work the best with that. I mean, it still survives, but what's a hybrid deck? I know it's got Flash, but I just don't want to see it. Main phase too. Gotta love that. Let's keep applying as much pressure as we can. They have to block this. Nah, I don't think I will. There's no chapel here, so they're surviving. This isn't a Hydra. And can I not do this in damage? Oh, it entered battlefield this turn, so I can't tap it. Typically, if this Shambler didn't have Summoning Sickness, we could Snakeskin Veil on the Aspirant or on the Shambler, doesn't matter. And then we could, because it would push up the Hydra too, and then we could tap the Shambler to push up the Hydra again, taking it to 7 and then 8. Not quite high enough, actually. Let's just hold up protection for this turn. I cannot believe that they're tapping that attacker. Incredible. Thanks for getting that land and non-creature out of the way. They have 4 mana. Sadly, we do have to protect the Scourge on something else, and they could double down on us here. No. Good game. Oh! I think that's 3 in a row or 4 in a row? We're killing it! Alrighty then. Let's go. Woof. 2 Shamblers is nice. I think we still go Mentor, or should we wait till 3 on Mentor? No, let's just go Mentor. I'll still try and trade with the Cobra. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, it's time. See what they got here. Questing Beast. What you doing, bro? Rune of Might. The plot thickens. Whoa. Maya's in the house. Getting those laps in. Getting those. Oh, and they didn't fight the Mentor. Good distraction, Maya. Keep it up. What is happening to me? Oh, it's got indestructible. My bad. And trample. We should not have blocked that. I was distracted. Maya, that one's on you. We should probably just cast this for 2, right? Indestructible. Where did that come from? Oh, the Blizzard Brawl. Sorry. I get so distracted day to day. Heyo! No sleeves, no respect. Right? It's important to have a gimmick. And I think that is a good gimmick. Dear Auto Tapper, I hate you with every being, every part of me. Why do this to me? Why did you do that to me? I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to play Luminarch Aspirant. Right? You should be able to Zed, not even through like your mana taps, but through your plays as well. Right? Just Zed out of your plays. Oh, no, I want to go back a couple turns. So Vorinclex dominates our deck. A little Dominingos going on here. I don't like that. We could get... No. I think we could still get 1 though, right? No, because there isn't a counter distributed at all, is the thing. Yeah. Why do I hate you so much, Vorinclex? Woof. Okay, so I don't think we're going to make it out of this one alive. I'm blaming Auto Tapper too. Most definitely. Because we would have got at least a couple counters up before Vorinclex. But now we're just hosed. We could double block it. That would be our best bet. Right? And just for science, like, this won't get any counters. Right? We just get the life. It did because it doubled. Now, I thought it wouldn't get any because it would prevent the first one going on, so it wouldn't double. But it does look like we do get it for science. I hate not having the land. And then we can pay 1, tap it to add mana of any color, which is good. And now we have Snakeskin Veil up, which is good as well. Big hit. If we make it through this... If we make it through this... Woo! DPS! Dang! Hopefully they don't have any creatures in their hand to combo with their henge, like a whole bunch. And if they do have a few, hopefully they just draw lands. Right? 2 cards in hand. Could easily turn into about 6 or 7. Don't you dare! We should have let it fight us. Woof. 21 life. Let's take the draw with the people. Land. And now we have Semester's End too, if there's ever any shenanigans. Just play it safe. Right? We'll win if we play it safe. It's so much damage. Potentially, maybe had lethal there, but I rather would play it safe. I don't want to do the math. I don't want to do the math. Hopefully that's like not a creature, right? Let's stop some of the damage, I guess. Right? Let's see what they've got going on here. I'm gonna save Semester's End. They still have something in hand. And we have plenty of life. We could have, I guess, extended it a bit more for the kill there, but we'll be okay. Just stack the counters. It's safe. Oh, only if we've cast an instant sorcery. And I don't really want to do that. We have 5, 6. Well, we don't really want to tap out, though. Let's attack first. Oh, no. We did press Z. We just wasted all of our mana. We still have lethal, though. QQ to check your mana, but make sure you press Z to untap it before you go to your next thing. Oh, HGG. My bro. You're testing me today. Alright, this is so freaking risky. Mentor opening hand. Triple thumbs up. I don't even have that many thumbs. But the land. We do have 1-drops, though. And we have combo pieces. Brisket! Mr. Biscuit! I believe in you. I believe in you, Plains. Right off the top. Right off the top. Pathway. Right off the top. Pathway. Ooh, that's not it. It's okay. We're okay still. We're okay still, you guys. We 2-drop the Scourge. Shambler will push up the Scourge. They target it, we get an insect, which is, you know, lackluster. It keeps the Charger from attacking this turn unless they have double Shocks or Frostbites. The Spike Field Hazard or whatever as well. There's a couple of things for 1 mana to deal 1 damage, or 2. I've misplaced my hat, you guys. I don't know where my hat went. You're getting to see my despicable hair. You know, in all, I do think this is a safe block. Like, just get out of here! They're thinking way too hard about this block. Do they have trample somehow? Or like they're like, well, maybe I'll just do extra damage to their person when it dies. There we go. They're sending it home. That is not a Plains arena. And I'm sure they just frostbite this immediately. Don't you dare do this to me! It happens. We need a Plains off the top, real bad. Song check? I've been jamming pretty hard today. Oh, it doesn't show it. Normally it shows it when I change my computer volume. That must be new. Whoops. Actually, cancel. Let's do 1. And then we just get it here for free! Please leave us alone. Please, sir! We need a Plains! You jerk. Problematic, I'll admit. No biscuits for you today, bro. So we could go to 2 and then to 3. We could even 2 double block. Probably just getting cleaved. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All good things must end. They are just like doing like incantations or something over there. Channeling my Plains to the bottom of my deck. That's what all the focus is about. Haha! This is still a match somehow. Whoa! And now... you just wait for next turn. They have Faceless Haven, they have Castle Ambreth. There's probably Cleave or Torbrand there. Woof. Woof. Thanks for the experience, bro. I would like to block, yes. Still lethal, right? They for 13 here. But I didn't want to block the Bone Crusher Giant. I wanted to live. But I guess if we blocked the Bone Crusher Giant, you know, we would have gained life too when we died, but it doesn't matter. Let's just end the match without conceding, because it's over, bro! Let's break down the deck. Woof. Okay, so, you know, Semester's End is... it's good. You know, I've been trying to make this card work for a little bit. And, you know, something just clicked today, right? Like, we didn't see, you know, extinction events on the play, right? Which is nice because it is a 4 CMC. So if they're on the play, they can get you with a 4 mana wipe. Still kind of hurts, right? Where, you know, Glorious Protector, you know, even if they are on the play, you can foretell it, and then you can play it as a 3-drop, which is really, really good, I think. So Semester's End still great. I think it's a little less good as far as like the interaction speed goes because of the +1/+1 counters, which combo in with the deck so nicely, right? What cards am I missing in the deck? What would you like to see added? And, you know, how can we improve it? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Definitely check out our link tree, LOL, description below, or give it a Google for all of our contest giveaways, free cash prize tournaments. You know, you can support the channel with all of our affiliate links, and there's a Patreon, all that is there. Even my Spotify playlist is included, so if you want to jam out, I've got lots of cool tunes for you guys to enjoy. Cheers, thanks again, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.